Welcome to a brand new stream. Haha. Oh, there's more items. I didn't realize that. Ooh. And a horse mural. Hell yeah! We are blessed to be in its present. Truckloads. Close. I'm actually gonna open it to check upgrades. I'm checking the prices, so that's 450, 300, 250, 200, 350, 250, 150, 150. I also am gonna check rewards real quick. And this earns me a... No. Yeah, I'll open you in a second. Okay, a plinth podium. No. Change. And on it, I'm gonna place the bone. A horse mural is 40. This is 200. And the bone is 100, so it's better than the horse mural. So it's better than the horse mural. That's okay, noted. I got a doghouse. I got a dog. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change this and this around. Okay. Okay, so now I have 2 items in my inventory that I don't know what to do with. But I think I have a lot of money, enough so that I can buy this. And hello? That. Could you shut up? I don't care. And let's upgrade visitor. Hello? Okay then, that was weird. Truckloads? Okay, starter load is free. That's 100. That's 350. That's 900. Oh. Oh, there's a lot. This is 500 million. Dear God. I'm actually gonna wait for this one. So it's 1 to 2 artifacts, and it always has 1 museum part. That's noted. Also, I won't buy any viewers. I want you to know that. I don't care. I've got enough! Hell yes! Ha! I'm also gonna get one of the free ones. A free one, and... I was busy, you fuck! And a salvager's haul. Open the truck. Yeah, a small display podium. For the scimitar. And I'm gonna change the horse, this thing, with... Yeah, that's worth a lot more. I'm gonna open both of these real quick already. Okay, that's a podium. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a podium. That is cool. Okay, that's not a podium. I'm gonna wait with that for a second. Okay, that's another podium, but I don't care about the bone. Barrel podium. Okay, pretty cool. But I want you to look at this. That is the funniest shit ever. And the campfire is going over there. And last but not least, let me see how much the bow is worth. Not much. I don't think it's more than this. Yeah, no, the scimitar is epic. This is rare and it's... Oh, the bow is more than this one. Because that's 40. That's 200 and the knight statue is 200. The campfire is 90. So the common bone is actually worth more. Oh, I can run. I'm actually gonna upgrade something, and that is this one. And I also have 40k. So can I can't wait. I can buy 1, 2. Hello? And I guess I can buy one of these. Open. Open. That's an artifact, an artifact, an artifact. The greenhouse wing. Where is it? Where's my hello? How do I do it? I need another place to place stuff. That's an artifact. No, I need the podium. I can't open my items. I don't know how. I don't know how to get rid of stuff. I don't know how to get rid of stuff. How do I... Hold on. Let me go to laptop. Let me go to laptop. I'm assuming... Yeah, that's where my item index is. All? Yeah, I have the, I have an ancient museum, apparently. Wings. I have a greenhouse wing. I don't know how I'm supposed to open... Okay, sell. Okay, I can sell the horse mural. I'm selling the bone. I'm selling the original wing. The doghouse and the artifact. Not this, I need that. And I'm keeping these. But I believe... Yeah, I don't know how to get into my item. I don't know how to, like, get to my stuff. I have stuff. I have a wing. I just don't know how to access it. And that is an issue. I can open this one and hope that there's a museum in here. There is an ancient museum in here. That's cool. I still don't know how to get, like... Oh, that is cool looking, but I still don't know how to, like... So I'm gonna sell that. I'm not selling the marble podium. I want I'm actually gonna sell these, and I'm gonna leave and rejoin the game in the hope that this will spawn the items in my inventory. Because I fucked up. And I essentially made these items vanish. Yes! Okay, I did it. I did it. I got it back. Okay, I got it back. That is a good thing. But this proves to me that I need to upgrade, because I believe you could upgrade how many artifacts you can carry. Open these before first like upgrading my backpack capacity. Hold on. And I'm gonna do this until I can't. Which is now. That's a bear. That is an artifact. Landscape painting. And a kite shield. This is 250, 100, 200, and 200. The bone is 100, so I'm changing it for the kite shield. The knight is still a lot. The shark is a lot. This one has lost its value, so we're removing that. As has the bow. So we're changing the bow with a bear statue, and the painting is still legendary. And the rope isn't worth more than anything here, so the stuff we have currently in our inventory is getting sold. And we are getting truckload. I honestly want the king's cash. But I feel like we should actually focus on upgrades first, like this one. Because we need four more upgrades, and that one is fully upgraded. I don't think we've upgraded this one yet. Spawn rate, we're gonna upgrade once. This one, we're gonna wait a little until we get more money, and then we're gonna upgrade backpack. And this one we can't upgrade just yet. We're gonna get a few of the starter freeloads. Yeah. Okay, so these are all freight trucks. These are all common things, so... But it comes with a wing, so we can upgrade stuff like that. This comes with an artifact. Oh, this comes with a flower for in the greenhouse. Wait. This is a barn museum. We're not gonna use that. What's that? Oh, that's another original museum. That's a podium. That's an artifact. So we're gonna get the polished marble podium in here. And that one is gonna be for a flower. Because I'm a sucker like that, so... Actually, I'm gonna... The sunflower is worth more. That's more rope. That's a bone spear, that's 150. This thing is worth 160, this is 200 still. The landscape painting is still a lot, as is the shark. This one is losing its value, as is the kite shield. Do I have... The bone spear is worth more. The things I currently have in my inventory are gonna get sold. And there we go. Could you? Okay, that upgraded it. We're actually gonna go to this one. Salvager's Hall. That's a podium, and that's an artifact, and that's another artifact. A polished marble podium. I'm actually, with this one, actually gonna stay in theme of greenhouse. Because I really don't want anything other than... This pallet podium is going over here. With a crossbow. I guess. You know what? I know it's not technically a plant yet, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay, the Ancient Museum is, I believe, the one we have. We're gonna check this one out in a second. I first want to see what that is. No, not the artifact. The, It's an ancient museum. Okay, so... We're actually just gonna sell a horse. I have no use for these. But I like the stone stove, so... We're keeping that and we're... switching... Hold on. We're switching the kite shield with that. So this actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, this side is gonna be plants and this side is gonna be like animal parts. That's gonna be so cool. That is gonna be rad. I already know it's gonna be rad. Oh, I am so excited for this. Okay, I'm actually gonna go after the upgrade again. And wait a little until I can upgrade this. Because I actually do... Okay, so truckloads. We're gonna go with a few free ones again. So 1, 2... And 2 salvager hauls. Because 4 trucks is all we can afford right now. I honestly like this game, so... Nope. Not what I wanted. I wanted to open the truckload. Open the truckload. Open. It's a bone. I actually like the leaf tent, it looks cool. So, I'm gonna... Okay, so I have another original wing for here. So for now we have 3 original wings. I want to place another bone in here, but like, I can't because I don't have any podiums. So we're keeping the, hold on. I'm gonna sell a bunch of this stuff. Not the bone. Because, as I've stated before, I want the bone in this area. I like this. I like the way this looks. Let's see. Upgrade, Let's actually upgrade the visitor, VIP visitors chance, as well as the spawn rate of visitors, their walk speed, and in a little bit their capacity. Truckloads. Once again, a few starter trucks. A salvager haul. And another starter. I'm actually gonna change this to a barn wing. And you know what? I need not, no, yes. That's what I needed. For now, because here is actually where all the bones will come. I feel like it's fitting. Okay, that's another podium. A table podium. For here. And then it is going to come a broken clay pot. I don't know what this person is doing. Person, what the fuck are you doing? You can't claim these. These are... Did he just steal from me? Did I just get... Hold on. Did I just get robbed? Hold on, I need to ask. Or is that not possible? Did I just get robbed or is that not possible? I am so confused right now. I feel like I just got robbed. I feel like I genuinely just got robbed. You know what? No, we're selling that. I don't know if I just got robbed or not, but it seems like it. Feels like I just got robbed. One, two, three, and the starter load. Haha. You slowpoke. I'm not getting robbed again. I'm sorry. I am not allowing it. I'm not allowing myself to be robbed again, so each time I get a truckload, I claim everything as fast as I can. No, I need this removed. I need that podium. I need that podium. I need that podium somewhere else. I'm actually gonna place the rock podiums here, because I feel like it'll be cooler. So now I need the remove tool for both this and the podium, because polished marble goes here. And I'm actually gonna see if I have another rock podium, but it doesn't... Hold on. Sorry, Sharky. I am stealing that. Oh, it's a marble podium, but it's close enough that I am fine with it. It's still the same, like, vibe. Oh, I've got another sunflower. They can keep each other company. Those are basically the only plants I have right now. I've got another barrel podium. And on it comes a woodlog pile. Because it's funny. It's another ancient stone. I'm placing it over here. And on it comes a campfire. Okay, that actually looks kind of cool. And then everything in my inventory is getting sold. Why is this shark so fucking cheap? That is free. Okay, this is looking cool, and I actually want everything to be greenhouse at some point. Oh my god, this is cute, and it's going over here. Ah, look at it! Hee! And the knight's armor is getting replacing the bear trophy. And it actually looks kind of cool. I'm actually selling whatever I have right now because, yeah, the ancient museum was... Oh. Hold on, I believe I have a night sky painting that is slowly but surely had lost its, worth. And now we have one at full worth, and this one is the one getting sold. Oh. Okay, I believe I can actually get a good, like, upgrade with that. I feel like this should be upgraded. And I'm upgrading this. Before buying, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got, like, double money for, like, 3 minutes. I'm just checking the time real quick. I am not letting anyone take anything of mine. By just fucking doing that. Wait, a knight's helmet. That would be cool if I, like, placed it across from the knight's armor. Okay, that actually looks kind of neat. That looks kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. The things I currently have, I'm actually just gonna, like, sell because they are in the way. I've got another tall stud podium, which... I'm placing a bone knife on. Because this is 150... Oh wait, the artifact... The painting is more. I do plan on making it, like, themed later, but that's something I'm gonna do when I am properly satisfied with everything. First of all, I want everything to be this. I want a greenhouse museum because this, or at least that the 2 front wings are greenhouse. The issue is, I believe a greenhouse is pretty rare, so I'm actually gonna need to use the apprentice or the collectors. I believe I can buy 2, and the other, and then 2 salvager halls. It's a landing pad podium. That is funny as hell, and I'm placing it here for a fucking statue of a knight. 'Cause that is funny. Why am I like this? I honestly want a podium for, like, the trophy trout, so... Oh. Okay, so I'm keeping the bull mural because I want it. I'm not keeping these. I honestly like the butter churn. I'm also actually gonna make each place at one point because I want these all to be either tables or these. So at some point, oh, hold on, I can already do that. I'm changing this podium. And the table podium here that had a flower pot is getting that treatment. Although at some point it's all going to be these. But I'm keeping the helipad because it's funny. I don't really like the way this looks already. This is the only organized spot. Okay, truckloads, a collector's crate. I'm actually for once gonna wait for a king's cash. I want more cash. Okay, how much does this cost? The bull mural is more, so I'm changing that for the bull mural. Caribou School is 15. I'm sorry, I know I wanted to keep it themed, but like I can't. So this is 15, 71.9. The crossbow is 20. So this is more. Things I have now are getting sold. Then don't look at it, bitch. Okay, how's the flower doing? It's doing fine. This one has not been seen yet. I need to place it in a wing that a lot of people visit. Because clearly this thing is not getting the attention it deserves for like something whose value is 25k. So unfortunately the theme is going away. Because I want more people to see this thing. People, look at the bugs. Look at the bugs. People, I swear to God, look at the bugs. Look at the bugs. Look. You all suck. I have a bad feeling about this. Shut up. Someone look at the bugs. Okay, they are more interested in that display. So we're moving this thing to here. And the leaf tent is... Did someone... Okay, I have a feeling I'm gonna need to remove several things in a wing for people actually look. So since this wing is frequently visited, I am just gonna remove every fucking artifact in here. I'm gonna place them all back in the museum. I just currently can't deal with my prize and joy getting so little attention. Can someone look at the bugs? I am getting pissed. Someone look at the gosh damn bugs. I'm actually gonna sell a bunch of the stuff I have. Because I cannot be bothered to care for any of this. I'm keeping the knight statue because it's cool. But only for that reason. This will allow me to remove more of the artifacts, so only the bug remains. I've done it. I've done it, but at what cost? Stuff vanished again. I'm once again gonna sell a bunch of the stuff. Like the ivory, this... Not the sunflower, but the... knight's armor... Okay, so I'm selling the landscape painting. The knight's armor and knight's helmet are staying as well. For obvious reasons, and then I'm using the remove tool to remove the last item, so the only thing here is my fucking moneymaker right now. Okay, so that's done. I'm fine with it now. It's been looked at. I've got so much cash. I'm actually gonna make it so that the knight statue is watching over this place. I placed the wrong thing here. And then the knight's armor and knight's helmet are gonna be watching over this place. Like so, and the night sky painting is coming right over here. Cause I sold so much of my stuff. But I can skip straight to 2 of these. A singular curator's crate and a fucking king's cash. Imagine the dude just next to me is like, what the fuck happened? No podium. That is gonna be cool for the classic sword. Oh! I am sorry. That is epic. Classic slingshot is going over here. I'm placing 2 tire podiums. One is gonna be for a pickaxe. One is gonna be for a trout. Actually, I'm selling the trout and this one. I'm selling these 2. But like, what the fuck? I'm actually just gonna sell everything I own right now. Because I'm never getting these back unless I leave and rejoin the game. Oh. I'm sorry. This is mythic. That looks cool, especially combined with the greenhouse, honestly. Where did I leave the helicopter pad? I'm sorry. Okay, the go-kart is going over here because it's tiny enough. Fuck you. The fuck you rambling on about? The golden horn is coming over here. A classic bomb. And the wall-mounted telephone is coming over here. These honestly look kinda cool, not gonna lie. The abandoned museum honestly looks cool, but my goal was to stay in theme, so I might change. This is a castle wing. This is getting changed. Okay, that looks funny, but also so cool. And honestly, I'm gonna stay in theme here, and I'm actually gonna remove everything that isn't, like a statue. So I'm sorry, cars, y'all gotta go. As do the bugs. So the night sky painting, I'm actually gonna move then to, no, not to the bomb, to here. I want to keep the steampunk hot rod somewhere, but I don't know where. It's going over here on this ridiculous small thing. Another night sky painting is going over here. Honestly, yeah, but I like the greenhouse museum better. But it's worth less, and the abandoned museum looks honestly cooler. So I'm gonna sell what I have now, which is all of this. Never mind. That podium is mythic. I just can't access it right now. So I am actually... This is on fire! people. That is on fire. That is on fire. I'm actually gonna need to leave and rejoin again because I fucked up with my items. But holy shit. I do plan on making it more organized at some point. But that is something I'm gonna do later, and I've actually decided to change it to me wanting this. I want this. Okay, so I can buy 3 of the what was it? I can't find it. It's not those. Did I buy them all? Guess we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, the landing pad is actually gonna go somewhere. And I'm moving the, I'm changing the podium to the landing pad here. So that the plinth podium in this little area is for the various bugs. I'm also removing the knight statue. I did. Okay, so I broke the remove tool. Okay, this is actually looking cool, and I want all of it to be this. So I'm selling what I have now. Because yes. Yeah, because this one... Okay, so no podium. Okay, the halberd is tall. And I am gonna use the no podium here again for the pickaxe because it looks cooler. However, I have another tire podium, and the tire podium is still... Oh wait, I just got that. And the tire podium is being used for a deer mural. I'm changing this bomb. Oh, the bomb is mythic. However, this is only... I've got 2 fucking... Okay, hold on. This is more. This is getting changed by ethereal. And then the rest that I have is getting sold. I have so much cash. I've got a cloud podium. You know what? Just because I'm changing... This is a cloud podium, and on it is going a wizard. I've got a strawberry. Why do I have a strawberry? So these 2 are getting sold. These are celestial artifacts, and I don't give a fuck. That's a gun. the gun is going over here. And then what I have now is getting sold. I just realized I can upgrade my truckload queue. Almost to the max. I need 2 more upgrades. But I'm actually gonna focus on this. 14. Golden Fried is too expensive, so I'm actually gonna get a few of these. And I can actually get 1 more. One bug display and I'm basically rich. Hold on, this is 100k. And the abandoned museum was 2. I'm sorry, that is cool. I am keeping that. I am keeping that. That is awesome. I've got a crowbar. We're selling this. I don't care. That's a define, but I already have one. It's another greenhouse wing. I can actually change this one to another greenhouse wing. A spawn location. And I'm putting a fucking steampunk hot air balloon on it. Oh, this is big. This is 2k. This thing is 20. I'm changing this. This is 1.25k. And this is 2.5k. This is 20, so... Oh, that doesn't matter. We're changing this. I'm sorry. See, these are fucking... I didn't realize ethereal was what. Okay, we are changing this to Arctic. We're not using the dumpster podium. I am just casually selling priceless artifacts. Pizza. How is... Holy shit. This thing is 12k. I'm sorry, you are getting replaced by a fucking strawberry. And you, my dear friend, are getting replaced by a fucking pizza. Okay, what about the podium? 500 and the 3-stone podium is only 100. Honestly, I'm gonna check how much the classic meteor, the vine, but the go-kart is more. So we're selling all of what we have in our inventory now. And then I'm actually gonna check the item index. Okay, so for artifacts I actually want to see, I have all the common ones it seems. I don't have a singular rare one. I don't have 3 epics. I don't have 2 legendaries. I am missing 3 mythics. 1, 2, 3 divines, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 celestials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ethereal, and I don't have a single astral, a single cosmic, or a single galactic. What about museums? I have a... Oh my god, I have one of these before I have a divine or a celestial. I'm still missing an astral, a cosmic, and 2 galactics. And a divine. I'm missing a rare one, a celestial one, an ethereal one, an astral one, a cosmic, galactic for podiums. I am missing 2 rares, 4 epics, 2 legendaries, 3 mythics, 1, 2, 3, 4 divines. I'm missing, and then I'm missing all the rest. Mutations, I haven't gotten a single one. Upgrades, I'm actually gonna... And now I can't. And now we're doing truckloads. A king's cash is 2. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is just gonna be salvager hauls. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, it's a classic floating one. That's a new one, I think. Oh my god, this thing is 1.25k. It is actually more than this one, so I'm actually gonna see how much the dumpster podium. Oh my god. Please tell me it's not worth more. It is worth more! Oh my god, I am... Wait! Wait! Hold up! I think I know what this is. Hold on. I'm actually gonna change one of these to that. Because I believe that's one of the, hold on, let me check. Let me check real quick. Item index, mutations. Oh, I already have the golden one, and the small one, and the large one. I am missing a few, but oh my god. I did not mean to do that. I meant to press sell. Okay, so we're going to another golden one. It's another fucking pizza. This is getting changed to a bacon hair holding a fucking strawberry, like it's so... How is a soccer ball worth more? I think that's 2.5. And this is 250. So we're using the abandoned wing again, so... We're selling everything else in our inventory, including the fucking pizza. And then we're getting this one. A display podium. I'm actually gonna use it here. And on it comes a Juggernaut statue. It's a golf cart. This is 1.60. This is more. I'm actually gonna... Okay, everything else I have in my inventory right now is getting sold. And then we're checking this. I've got an ancient wing, a shark, and a rapier, and none of this is intriguing enough. How is something small and large at the same time? That is just... It's a book stack. It is legendary. I don't care about this. An hourglass is uncommon. This is legendary. This is divine though. So we're switching these around and everything else is going to be sold. Oh, I've got the free thing. Nice. Okay, so how much did the last queue cost? 301. That is fine. We're actually gonna sell all of this. I don't care about any of this. Now it's on to move to here. I don't care. I found an epic one. But none of these are worth keeping. I'm actually gonna upgrade my backpack capacity. And there we go. I honestly wish we could upgrade our museum itself so we can hold more items. I also wish that my remove tool would work again, but I guess that's not happening anytime soon. So I'm actually... no. I wanted to check these. It is so big it doesn't even fit on screen. Oh, that is funny as hell. I am still selling that though. Though that was funny. Oh, wait, hold on, no, I didn't want to sell anything. I wanted to check my item index, so... Miniature, golden, and titanic. So I'm missing 3 mutations, but that was hilarious. Okay, so that's a regular one. That's a bear trophy. That's a doghouse. And none of these are worth it, so all of them are getting sold. I got another greenhouse wing. If I get a greenhouse museum, I can actually change these two, so... can buy one golden fry and... I'm sorry, I've changed my mind. This is epic. Ah! I'm actually, this is actually 25k, so, that's mythic, that is way less. So that's 100, that's 4k, that's 1.25. And that is something I can sell. Okay. Sell all. So I'm getting rich. I am now moving on here. What the fuck? I keep forgetting how big the fucking Titanic upgrade is, mutation is. I keep forgetting just how big and chunky. I got another. I'm not gonna sell both space museums, I'm already stating that, but I am finally almost in theme. One of the two space museum is getting sold though, so 1, 2, 3. Wait, Colossal is a new one. Oh no. I sold my space museum on accident. Okay, so Colossal is another one, so I'm missing 2 mutations. That is actually kind of cool. I accidentally sold one I didn't mean to sell. Keep forgetting how funny this one is. The tire is getting changed. I still find it funny that it says large plus small, but like, isn't that just normal size? It's the funniest shit ever. It's another Polish marble podium. I know the wheel tire podium is more. But there's nothing in here, I just noticed that. So the Pavis shield is going there. And everything else is getting sold. What's the man here? I'm actually gonna check the item index again, so no new... But... I have gotten a few extras here, but not enough yet to fully complete it. For the wings, I've gotten quite a few, but I've not gotten new ones. I've gotten one new museum, the space one. And artifacts, I've gotten a few extras. I mean, the rare collection is done. The epic one isn't, but I'm missing way less. The legendary seems to be done. Mythic is missing 1. Divine is missing 2. Celestial is missing 5. Ethereal is missing also quite a few, and after that I don't have anything left. I, however, am keeping an eye out mostly on... Hold on. Mostly on the mutations because I find them funny. So we're gonna get a few new, I actually want to be able to upgrade the truckload queue, but I can't do that yet. Okay, let me see how much this costs. Too much. Same here, but I can buy 2 of these. And then 1, 2, Oh, I can buy one more. Hell, I can even buy a journeyman. And boom. But we gotta wait 5 seconds, unless we start there. We're actually gonna start there for once. I hope I get another, like, either... I got everything from it, so that's weird. Why are you oh. Let me actually check artifacts again, because I believe I was missing a mythic. Oh, I've got all the mythics now. The Purvis Shield, I believe, was the one I was missing. Holy shit, I got all the mythics now. I, however, am selling everything. I need to leave and rejoin again. Because I fucked up again. I have like 2 more hours. Okay, anyways, I've got the greenhouse wing, so... everything is on team. I forgot I had like 1 left. It's gear podium, so this is getting changed. Everything else is getting wait, there's... oh. There's a floating piece of pizza. That is funny. I really like the way this is looking already. I just wish you could upgrade it even more. You know? Where you could make your museum bigger instead of what we're doing now, which is... I'm actually gonna leave the game now, just in general, and we're actually gonna check out a different Roblox game. I originally wanted to play, like, I saw the game below, and suddenly I haven't played this in a while. Also, I will be playing Unstatic at some point. But that is something that will... also, I love this game because... see that? There's a chat. But... as you can see, the moment you get into your own server, that chat disappears. And they actually got a workaround in this game to the whole chat system. Because you can, I believe, play with multiple people in this. Like, you can invite people, I think. I'm assuming you can. Or, like, invite people to come see your place. Honestly, that would be cool. I am in a chat with Germans. I am in a chat with Germans. I just noticed that. I also haven't played in a while, so... Oh. Yeah, each day you get more. I also ain't anywhere near done with this planet. My favorite upgrade currently is this fuck. Because of how cool they look, but I need to turn on and off guide. Oh, they're leading me somewhere else for once. I'm actually gonna get a gun. 2 of them. Oh, I forgot to grab I grabbed the wrong one. You know what? These are the 3 guns I'm grabbing. Where are we going? I really like how the grass is spread so far. I also like how I'm basically rich right now. Like, there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing anyone can do right now. Let's see where it's guiding me now, but I'm actually gonna ignore that. Because there's another thing I've been wanting this entire time. Because this entire time I've been stuck with the spider mech, which is incredibly difficult to control because of its multiple legs. If only one of them already falls off, then good luck, buddy, you're not getting that thing back up. But there's a bipedal mech. And a hover tank, but... Okay, that looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. And I still got plenty of cash. Not enough for the jet. Wait, I do. I believe that's a last of the large... How many of these does a person need? I can no longer buy the jets. But I don't care. I like how fast I am whenever I run. I also like the little tippy taps. Wait, are we done? We're done with this building. That is fantastic. That was the roof. I'm actually gonna see how much I have. But see, you can invite people. The one thing I hate the most in this game, and the reason there's guns, like, I can already see that this game is heavily inspired by Planet Crafter, which I believe is something that is quite obvious with the way all of this looks. But I believe there's a difference between Planet Crafter and this one in this game has enemies. Enemies that could obliterate you if they wanted to. Also we only got like 5 different like resources. We also can't move on to a planet unless we've completed the previous one. I believe there's only 2 at the moment. enough. What the fuck? We've got time. There's also a lot of water now. This planet was completely dry when I first came here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this game is heavily inspired by Planet Crafter because it works in a similar manner as Planet Crafter. You need to have like energy things to make sure everything runs smoothly. But also, oops, that was an accident. I keep accidentally walking over shit I'm not meant to be walking over because I am broke. Okay, as I was saying, it works similarly as you... hello? It works very similarly into Planet Crafter, as you can see by those. However, as I've stated previously, there's enemies in this, which is, I believe, not a thing in Planet Crafter. I'm also sad that Planet Crafter doesn't have, like, a PlayStation variation. Like, I've searched, but I can't find it, so it's something that's most likely only a console thing. Not a console thing, a PC thing, and that makes me sad. Because it means I'll never get to play it. Those are helpers. I've also got like every drone upgrade. Something I tend to do in tycoons if possible. Because some tycoons lock future upgrades to the money generating part, like there. They lock it until you progress further. But whenever I can, I do tend to buy every money-making upgrade I can, when I can, as to make money faster. Okay, this is equally as annoying. But I guess it's a little more manageable. Wait, this is greener. Also, as you can see, there's a robot there. Those things are enemies. I'm surprised they aren't... yeah. I think I killed it. Yeah, I think I killed it. Okay, so that's good to know. I'm not sure why it wasn't... oh. I don't think I ever pressed that button on the spider bot. So I just assumed the mechs couldn't fight. As you can see, I need Rebirth 1, and for Rebirth 1 I need to have purchased everything. I do believe there was a little update where they changed essentially the energy thing, because I believe, like, I was stressing out because I can't buy anymore. I don't have enough energy to power it all. And then an upgrade came and it was lowered, I guess. Oh, the amount I had was now way lower onto the bar than it was before, where it was nearly full. I believe that means they also added several energy storage things. But I'm at the least glad that... Hello? I forgot that can happen sometimes. You see, I don't have the best internet up here. No, it just... As you can see, this is also more power. I really hope we get more grass spreaders because the grass spreading is going extremely slow. I keep forgetting that happens. I'm not sure what the cooler is gonna do. But I know I need... Wait. What does this hologram do? Not much. I need 15k for a pipe. Luckily for me, I believe I recall they don't swim. And if they do... Wait, I went back to deposit my minerals. What do I not do? My minerals. I'm not really seeing any enemies. So as long as I avoid where I assume enemies are. Okay, I am back from... Oh crap, I've got a lot of cash. Anyways, I'm back from doing whatever the fuck I was doing. My phone was finally charged enough that I felt comfortable doing the prep I usually do. Honestly, that looks fun. And so damn cool. I honestly like the way this looks already, and I'm proud of myself. I, however, have been dealing with bots recently. It's an annoying thing, really. I've tried to, I'm actually gonna ban another word, in here. I just don't know how to do it. I'm actually just gonna do boom. That's now been added to my blocked things because I am actively getting tired of having to ban bots. I'm also starting to suspect that they have a different strategy, or that people are like trying to get themselves promoted by chatting their Discord username in the chats. And I'm already gonna state now, in case anyone ever sees this in the future again, I am gonna stop taking those requests. I will not friend random people I don't know, not anymore. Or at least not in that way. Not people that just come into my Twitch chat just being like, yo, hey, could you like add me on Discord? Because no, I will not be doing that. I will not be adding you on Discord, I will not be adding anyone on Discord, and I really want this to stop. Now with that out of the way, I'm actually gonna deposit some stuff. I ain't getting in the mech because I've noticed that getting in one of those things basically breaks the game. It like does some weird funky shit and I'm not really sure how to combat that, so we're transforming, we're grabbing 2 weapons, and we are checking our progress before we go back to where we were before. Okay, we're doing well in progress-wise. I don't think we can, I don't think there's any more grass spreaders. Which does mean that I'll have to wait. That this thing won't be done until an hour from now. Which is very annoying. I'm staying in the water because I've discovered that that is basically a safe spot. Safe spot to be able to tell if there's a, like, bad thing up. which essentially allows me to just book it without it seeing me. I will be checking Discord also real quick because... okay. Ah, the server's just dead. I will in a little while, like, raid someone before I go check something out on Fortnite. I've noticed several, like a few TikToks about the collab with Ninjago, and I noticed I could download that, like, on the store. And so I did, and I really want to try it out. I really want to try out if I can still access it. Why is the second one cheaper than the first one? How does that make sense? 28k likes. 28k likes. I think it's this. No, it's not. It's 28k. Wait, hold on, let me go back. K likes, it's all capital. 28k space. I'm actually just gonna do 28. Okay, so it won't work. That is stupid. Okay, genuinely, why was it cheaper? Why was it cheaper? Just why? I'm really confused, like... by a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can't do any of that because I don't have any Robux. I also don't know why this... Oh, I need to like the game and... I'm afraid I'm gonna need to leave. The game, I mean, because I need to do something on my phone first before I can redeem the code I wanted to redeem. I didn't know I needed to like the game and join the group. I like the game though. What? Oh, but I didn't join the group yet. Okay, so I've liked the game already. Oh, I opened the wrong thing. Anyways, I had already liked the game, but now I've also joined the group, so if I'm correct, that means that the redeem button should finally be there for the code. Now we wait. Wait, you can curse in the global chat? Right, I forgot that technically you can't run until you've equipped the mech suit. It's just a thing. Anyways, I believe I can do something now. Reward already redeemed. I have to be careful because there are monsters. I think you've seen one already. I'm also trying to stay relatively above water with my camera. I'm not seeing any threats though. Not this time around. I know I was being guided here. Wait, what the hell? Okay, so I need 20k for that. I'm gonna need to check something real quick. By the way, interesting fact about me is my birthday is on 21 January, which is tomorrow in my time zone. I'm honestly very excited about tomorrow, although I'm gonna be babysitting my nephew, wait, no, not my nephew, my cousin. Oh, Jesus, I'm okay. I forgot, like in Dutch, it's basically the same word. For like nephew or niece, which in English is like nephew is the son of your sister or brother of your sibling basically, and nephew is the son of your siblings, niece is the daughter of your siblings, whereas cousin is where they're the children of your aunt and your aunt and uncle. But in Dutch, it's basically the same word. I mean, technically, they used to use like a separate word as well for it, but it's a word that isn't really used as much anymore. Oh, hello, welcome to the stream. I didn't really notice at first that there was a second person, but I hope you'll enjoy yourself. I'm playing a Roblox game that appears to be heavily inspired, that appears to be inspired by Planet Crafter. I'm not entirely sure if that's actually like what they meant to do or if it's just a coincidence, but from what I've been able to tell, it reminds me a lot of the gameplay footage I've watched of others playing Planet Crafter. So hence why I've just started saying that it seems to be inspired by it. It works on the same premises at least. With like these, you have grass spreaders, you have power sources, like over there. So yeah, I do think this does seem to be inspired by Planet Crafter, which is nice. It gives me a way to play the game, even though I can't because it's not on console. Which is sad. Also a big difference between... I don't think I ever recall seeing like enemies in Planet Crafter gameplay. This thing does have enemies. I'm honestly having a lot of fun with this. I do wish to, at some point, like one of my goals eventually is to become either a Twitch affiliate or a Twitch partner. The affiliate is something I'm actually actively working towards, and whenever I have a lot of time to stream, I can easily achieve 3 of the 4 goals. The last one just the last one just relies on how many viewers I get, so that is just purely luck based because I need an average in a stream of 3 viewers on 4 different days, which is extremely annoying because it means it's very difficult for me to get because the followers aren't dropping right now. I usually easily get to the amount of hours I need in like added up to be streaming, so that's also basically no issue because I'm a yapper and most of my streams do tend to be long. But I do stream for days. Like, that's also something I easily can get. It's the in a stream, an average of 3 viewers. That is the difficult part here, because that relies completely on how many people join my stream, added up and then divided. And due to the fact that I stream like for a long time and my streams are usually as long, it's very difficult unless for almost or pretty much the entirety of the stream I get 3 or more viewers, which is something that for me hasn't happened yet, but I refuse to buy them. That is something I will never do, and I will never stoop too low to do. It would also make me feel like I was cheating to get the Twitch affiliate thing. Not to mention, it would draw suspicion if someone who barely got, say, 2 or even 3 viewers, suddenly gaining a lot. Not to mention, these viewer sites usually ask for money. I haven't tried any of the links yet, but it is something that is, in my opinion, very scumbaggy to do, especially to smaller streamers. Especially when said small streamer can sometimes be desperate enough. where they assume that they're never gonna make it big unless they spend money. Which is sad, really. Not to mention, they're bots. The viewers you buy are bots. They're not real people. And because of this, Twitch will notice, and, well, people will notice. And that will just lead to more trouble in the future. While it may help you gain attention, it should never be the way to go. Because streaming should be fun. You should be having fun while doing it. Even if you don't get as many viewers as several of the big streamers, and even if it is nowadays very difficult to rise because of the large amount of bigger streamers, that should still never justify buying them viewers. Because then you're not just lying to your audience, but you're lying to yourself as well. It just isn't right. Not to mention, most of these sites require you to continuously spend money on them to keep your viewers. So forget, and well, let's just say you will lose all of the viewers you've gained so far, which is never what you want. Not to mention, you just be wasting money on something stupid and useless. Money you could easily spend on better things, like, for example, just better streaming equipment. Sometimes that can be all it takes. It's better streaming equipment, more popular games. Although I don't think my stream of "Thank Goodness You're Here" is ever gonna do well on YouTube. Because that was several hours of very similar gameplay. With the exception of me just skipping parts during my second playthrough, and then just 15 minutes of waiting while I read from a Tumblr blog. No joke. That was yesterday's stream. Just several hours of, like, the same gameplay with a few differences. And then 15 minutes of me just reading a random ass Tumblr blog about some thing called English Willy. Which in my opinion was very funny to do. Ow! Ew! I'm okay. Anyways, tomorrow is my birthday and I'm gonna be babysitting my cousin. He's like 2 or 3, I think. I think it was 3. Yeah, I think he was 3. I think he turned 3. I'm sorry, I used to barely even see the kid. I honestly hadn't met him until at one point I did in the store, and then he was still a baby. But like, then I started seeing him more regularly because my mom is his regular babysitter basically as well, so that's neat. Anyways, something else I do want to note is, like, this is gonna be, I think Mom won't be there, so I'm not entirely sure if I'll be alone. But if I am, this is gonna be the first time I'm the only person watching him. Like, usually Mom was at least home. And I don't have the best experience with babysitting family members. Cause like, I went camping once with my dad, who honestly, a little lore drop, I don't see anymore. And I don't care. He can go fuck himself. I genuinely can't be bothered to care anymore. He stopped picking me up, so I don't care. Anyway, so we were out on a campground. With like, and they had a trailer set up and everything there, and that was their like, you could buy, I guess, a spot on that camping ground, and that was theirs. Hence the camper that just was permanently there. We never took it home. They never took it home with them, so it just stayed there. But I usually don't go outside because I don't like to. I'm not much of an extrovert. I'm more of an ambivert, and even then, it's usually more towards the introvert thing. It's just, it's not very noticeable on the internet. Because it's easier to talk on the internet but it's also not easier because if it takes a long time for someone to answer, I'll start stressing out like, oh shit, did I say the wrong thing? Because I used to not know what fiction kins were or what dissociative identity disorder was. And so I once assumed people were role-playing, although it's not entirely my fault. Because one of the people there did earlier say something about the Sans AU. They were like that their username was like they liked them or shit, something along those lines. And at one point they were like chatting, and to me it looked like roleplay. I was a stupid child. I didn't know any better. I was a stupid high schooler who was like in my Okay, I admit I was a teenager. I was a very young teenager, but I was stupid. Not to mention I have ADHD and autism. So I assumed they were role-playing. So when I complimented, and this was genuinely meant as a compliment, and I complimented them saying that I liked how they were able to stay in character, they got mad. They got very mad at me. I usually have terrible memory, but I can vividly remember them getting very mad at me. Me apologizing, stating I didn't know. And if we could like let this be water under the bridge, if we could like forget it or not mention it again because I'm genuinely sorry and I didn't know. Maybe not those exact words, but that because, again, memory is stupid. But I do remember it came down to that. And when they didn't drop it, when they kept being angry, I left that server. I was upset, actually. I was downstairs because I was on a boarding school, not the type you see in movies or shit, not the ones you stay out throughout the year. This was actually more of a group home. By the way, I recently learned that's the word for it, actually, a group home. Technically I'm in one now, but it's more of a group apartment because I'm learning to live alone. Besides the point. So essentially I was crying downstairs on the couch. I was that upset by it. Because I didn't understand why they were that angry that they wouldn't drop it after an apology. I honestly can't recall what server it was. I just remember that I left it because people were angry at me because of a mistake. Because of a genuine mistake that I to this day still have like a lasting effect of. Because before that, I didn't really think about why people would take too long to answer. I didn't care. It wasn't until that happened that it's basically started where if someone takes way too long to answer a message of mine, that I'll start to panic, that I'll start to think like, did I say something wrong or did I mess up again? This only started after that. So while I may not remember the server, and I honestly don't really care anymore, it did leave a mark, which is why it's so important to actually be nice to people on the internet. I get it, ow. I get it, there are a lot of rude people out there. A lot of people would have said what I said with hostility, who would have like said like, oh, you can't be that character, who would have been assholes about it. But just because that's the case doesn't mean you need to automatically assume that everyone is this way. Because sometimes it can just be an ignorant teenager who genuinely didn't know any better. Who later on has lasting, like, a lasting thing just because they messed up that one time. And people got mad and wouldn't drop it. So if it's the first time, give them... So if you're a person like that, if you have a mental, like, thing, or if you have, like, dissociative identity disorder, or if you're a fiction kin, that sort of stuff, if it's the first offense, give a person a pass. Like, give them the benefit of the doubt. If they keep doing it, or if they keep making the same mistakes or doing the same things and apologizing, then yes, you can get mad because they clearly don't mean their apology and they clearly aren't willing to learn. But to yell at someone because they made one mistake is not something you should be doing. Especially not when they never meant any harm with what they said. Because, as I've stated before, my whole thing of like, oh, I like how you're staying in character so well, was meant as a compliment. I was trying to be nice. Because I was assuming that they were basically role-playing, and I really like it when people can stay in character that well. If I had known that wasn't what they were doing, I wouldn't even have said anything at all. I would have been curious and would have asked about it, but I wouldn't have made the mistake at it then. And honestly, reacting like that is actually the opposite of what you should be doing in that situation, especially if it's their first mistake. You should be educating them then, like, no, that is not what we're doing, it's actually this and this. And this will give people the opportunity to learn and ask more questions about it, like, oh, how do you deal with it? Or is it easy to deal with? Or what are the issues? What are the troubles you experience with this? Giving them basically the chance to learn. I'm sorry, that was... I don't know where that came from. Oh, right. I think I was, like, talking about the trailer. Okay, so... we were at a trailer park where you can, like, stay permanently, or have a permanent spot of your own, and I was, right, it had to do with, like, why I don't usually go outside. Like, I'm an ambivert technically, so I usually stayed at the trailer during the evening, just keeping myself entertained. And, I had to babysit my two younger half-siblings, the youngest of the bunch, because I have 4 half-siblings. And the thing is, they wouldn't listen to me. It was past their bedtime, they were supposed to be sleeping. I sent several texts to my stepmom, and they just said, and they didn't even come over, they just said, like, tell them to listen, that we said so, but they wouldn't listen. So eventually my sister, who is 2 years younger, like the oldest of my half-sisters, who is 2 years younger than me, came over from what she was doing because she was actually out having fun, and essentially she was forced to come back because the 2 little kids wouldn't listen to me. Luckily for me, this will not be the case with Aiden. He's a good kid. He's a good one. He's adorable. He had a bucket. He put a bucket on his head once. That kid is silly. Plus, I do see him more often than I do... Oh. That was stupid. But anyway, back to gameplay and me just saying random bullshit. I got really deep there for a second. I just realized that. I got really deep there for a second. I think that was one of my more coherent rants. But I did mean what I said, that if it's someone's first offense, or if it's someone's first time making a mistake like that, you should give them the benefit of the doubt and educate them. Because if you yell at them like that, some people would, like... I started thinking I was in the wrong there. That I was, hence the fear of saying something wrong when chatting, especially when people take like extremely long to answer. However, a Discord server has actually been fixing that because that place is dead. I know it's dead, so I know that it's not like that because of me that they're suddenly very quiet. So it has helped actually. I guess basically it's exposure therapy. Because that server is fucking dead. But it does help. But anyways, that's because I'm, well, me. I have ADHD and autism, and, well, yeah. But there are people who would assume that everyone like that is just gonna be this rude. And they basically form a resentment towards them. And because they're uneducated, they assume the worst, or they'd assume bad things. And eventually they'll start hating on others like, well, for example, if it was a fictionkin person, they'd start hating on other fictionkins, even ones that hadn't done anything wrong. Those who genuinely wanted to educate others who didn't know better. If it's dissociative identity disorder, they'll start hating them too. Just about any disorder. If because you make a small mistake, their first reaction of a small group is anger, while most sensible people will be like, oh, it's probably just a small group. A small percentage will be like me. And then there will be a part of that group that will essentially grow resentful towards others with the same mental thing, if it's a mental thing. Just towards people in that similar group. Which is not what we're working towards if we want a better world. Hence why it's better to educate them. If people do not change or keep making the same mistake and keep saying the same things that you've already told them were offensive, then yes, you can get angry. You can yell at them and call them insensitive because that's what they are. But do not do that to people who genuinely can't know better. For you to assume a person knows better means you assume everyone on the world knows what that is. And I'm gonna be honest with you then. A lot of people don't. For that moment, I didn't know that existed. I've gotten a lot more educated. For example, fictionkins, I believe, are in the same category as otherkins, and otherkins are like, you have therians, those are therians, different types, and otherkins are basically more towards the mythical side, usually, or just nothing that exists in real life. Fictionkins is part of otherkins, I believe, but with fictional characters or fictional creatures. Mostly fictional characters. However, fictionkin isn't just relating to a character. It isn't just because, oh, I can relate to this person, so this must be my fictionkin. That's not how it works. Usually you don't actually have any control over it. A fictionkin is something that just happens. It is... Some people say, for example, therians are, like, some of them even believe it has to do with, like, reincarnation. And a lot of the therians, for example, know that they're not actually animals. They just want to feel spiritually connected to something they believe they might have been in another life. Fictionkins is similar to that, but with fictional characters, where the world of said character feels like it was once your own, where you feel like you have memories that shouldn't be correct. Where you feel not just like you can relate to this character, but like their story or what they went through is connected to something deeper inside. However, fiction kins, like Therians and other kins and just anything like that, no, they are not actually that person, that character, that animal, or etc. etc. Dissociative identity disorder, however, is something else entirely. Dissociative identity disorder stems from trauma, so endosystems, there's no scientific proof of it. However, I believe a small percentage, like a percentage of endosystems, most likely just don't remember their trauma and hence assume they don't have any. That is my assumption with endosystems. Although most endosystems are indeed not valid because you can't have dissociative identity disorder. You can't have that without the trauma. The trauma is quite literally needed for you to have it. Dissociative identity disorder, because of this, is very different from other kins and fiction kins. Other kins and fiction kins, I believe, don't necessarily stem from trauma. It works differently, I just can't really explain it. However, for someone with dissociative identity disorder, those people in the personnel, different like people in there, they genuinely could be those characters. The people with dissociative identity disorder also can't really help this. Sometimes someone will just come forth, and even in other cases, the original person just disappears. And that probably doesn't happen very often, but it does happen where the OG person that the body belonged to at first, so to say, just disappears at some point. Also, in systems, apparently different alters have like different tasks. You've got those who keep the OG, I don't remember the actual terms, but you've got the protectors, who, in case of them being in danger because of something bad, or just in danger in general, or they feel like they're in danger, that's when they usually come out, because they're protectors. They're meant to keep them safe. But each of them, like, some of them have genuine roles, and it's basically a little community in someone's head. I am explaining this so terribly, but I am genuinely curious about what it's like for people. Apparently some people that hang around with people with dissociative identity disorder a lot can sometimes even tell who is fronting. And I love this. I love that fact, because usually it means that that person is just that close to you, that they can tell by mannerism who is who. Because that's usually how people can tell. Some alters can have an entirely different mannerism than others, and this will make it, if for example the body language changes, if they're not hiding it, well then it can be easy to tell who is who. Especially if you go to a therapist, they are meant to be able to like pick up these little signs. They are meant to pick up the body signs someone sends out, because sometimes that can be like crucial details. If someone seems very uncomfortable or very like they feel unsafe with someone that is in the room with them, that is something very important for a therapist to know, because then they can like get you separated or like alone, and they can ask questions about that. So therapists and psychologists and those type of people are meant to be able to tell your body language. Because with your body language you can sometimes convey that something is wrong. And I like that. I like that a lot, because... And then there's just some people who hang around with you so much that they just can tell as well. But in general, I am very curious about a lot of stuff, because I genuinely want to learn more so I never repeat that mistake again. I really hate the fact that I potentially now I realize that I potentially could have made people very uncomfortable because suddenly they felt like, because they could have felt like they weren't real, that this wasn't real and it was in their head, and that people would just always assume they were role-playing. Now I want to note that that was never my intention. I wish I hadn't said that, I'm gonna be honest with you. But unfortunately, you can't change the past. You can only learn from it, and I think I have so far. I think I'm a lot more educated than I was back then. Back then I didn't even know it existed. Not to mention, I do believe, like, I have autism and ADHD. This is like something I don't really hide. I literally say it on stream. However, once I had a little issue with one of the teachers while I was getting diagnosed. Mainly, they made it look like I had a psychosis, I think it's called. They essentially made it seem like I was crazy, which was not the case. Back then, while I don't have any, like, actual... Like, I have an active imagination sometimes. Or, well, active fantasy. I'll just be thinking random, like, plots for situations with fictional characters, because usually out of boredom. But I know very well that none of it is real and that all of these characters are fictional. But one of the teachers seemed very concerned about it and proceeded to almost get me the wrong diagnosis. You don't always assume just because someone is imagining things like situations or little scenarios that they are crazy. It's something I actually still do to this day, and I know it's fake, and I'm just having fun because I want to have fun. It's also how I often come up with ideas for a use, via this, like, little method. But it bothers me that, like, this can happen, that people can get a wrong diagnosis because someone just assumes something that isn't correct. And it pains me to know that this could happen as well, because sometimes it doesn't get noticed until it's way too late, and if someone actively gives you a diagnosis that would land you in a mental hospital, then at some point you will actually lose your mind if it's a bad place. Luckily nowadays most are pretty mild, because again, they're meant to help people with issues and not make them worse, and how they used to be designed, like the old ones, actively did that. Also, the padded rooms is not something you standard go to. Don't ask how I know that. Like, I don't think it's something they standard send you to. The padded room is padded for a reason. You know those videos where you see people in straitjackets? If I'm, like, assuming correctly, these straitjackets, if the people aren't corrupt or anything and doing bad shit, the straitjackets are actually for people who could actively harm themselves or others around them, unless they are restrained. Same with the padded room. Padded rooms are used for patients who actively could harm themselves if their surrounding isn't safe, safe. And the padded room essentially ensures that they can't hurt themselves on the walls. And like I said, the straitjacket is so they can't hurt others or themselves. It is not something that standard gets put on you. Honestly, you should just look up people on TikTok who have been to one of these places. Usually they're pretty chill, it's just that you're, like, depending on the issues you're there for, sometimes you're not allowed to have sharp things. Like, it's just that a lot of the times the media has made it seem so negative. But from what I've seen, usually isn't, and usually those places are for the safety of yourself and or others. Which is why I stated it's pretty bad if you get a wrong diagnosis that could land you in one of those places when you don't need it. Luckily, they realized that that was what's happening, because the person who was working with me at the time knew, because I didn't really like hide it. I told them that I like little scenarios, but I know they're fake. I know it's not real. And essentially, so I got the correct diagnosis. I also have a above average IQ. And I mean quite literally above average. It's just that I am, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use that IQ. I have the brain of a goldfish sometimes, like the memory of a goldfish. Lol. I do need to leave at some point because, like, I need to babysit my cousin tomorrow on my birthday. I ate spaghetti sauce with puree this for lunch. I am bored. I really like these mechs, I'm not gonna lie. I really like how pretty they are. I, however, do need to get back on. This does mean I won't be cooking here. And now I feel like a fraud because honestly, they had given me the cash for that. Like, they had accounted for me cooking here. And so now I have extra cash, but I don't know how much it would be that I need to give back, but I'm actually gonna arrange that when I get back on Wednesday. Honestly, I don't have anything better to do for like 2 weeks, but I do want to be here. Even if it means that mom apparently assumes I have school. Honestly, that's on her because no college would give classes a week, like the week after exams were done, nor the second week because A, there need to be like re-exams for those who failed or like missed. For failed, I believe it's at the end or something. Like, who missed basically because of a legitimate issue, which apparently a doctor's appointment is not a valid issue. Huh. I do have to leave like soon. Anyways, I might end the stream soon because in like 20 minutes I have to leave at the latest. And I have been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. Oh! 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 Fucking kinger. Okay, I'm actually gonna respawn my character because I apparently need to go over that way. Okay, I can't. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. I'm actually gonna check to see the progress right now. Oh. It's 28 more minutes and then the progress should be done. Unfortunately, this is more time than I have. Next time I'm streaming, like... Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's more time than I have right now. But unfortunately, I can't buy any more grass spreaders. This also means that the next time I'm streaming, I might actually have gotten further because I will be playing this at home as well, but yeah, I'm ending the stream. I'm sorry. I don't want to stream anymore. John Bums looks funny, but I can't rate his channel. What the hell is Giant Waffle doing? Genuinely, what is Giant Waffle doing? The front screen of his stream is like, hello, what are you exactly doing? I wanna know, I need answers.